Here I am at the Vondelpark. It's almost 4:30, so I realized I probably didn't have enough time to go to the Museum, for example, or anywhere else for that matter, before it closed at 5 p.m. And as I mentioned, everything closed here at 5 p.m. They practically throw you out of the building. So I decided to come to the for a stroll in the park. This is my second to last day, so some final considerations here on my travel to the Netherlands, because after all, tomorrow is the day I leave for the airport, so I still have the morning. Perhaps I'll still get the Museum, but perhaps not. So, taking into account the large amount of bikes coming around us and overtaking us all the time, first thing, be very aware of the bike lanes in the Netherlands. They are not always as clearly demarcated as we would want, and some bikers are somewhat aggressive, are somewhat fans of aggressive biking. So, and it's not like they're colored on the pavement. So sometimes it's a bit hard to tell what is a bike lane and what's not. It smells like weed here everywhere, all the time. Maybe it's because the Dutch people just really like the smell of weed, and so they use it as a fragrance for their places. Or maybe it's because there's just people smoking weed all the time everywhere. I'll let you be the judge of that. And finally, watch out for our bathrooms. Bathrooms are very common in other parts of the world. Generally, you can simply look for a public bathroom or like a shopping mall or somewhere where you can go to the bathroom. Not here. Public bathrooms are quite rare, and even at like train stations or other public spaces, they're usually paid, and that wouldn't be a problem, except you have to be able to pay them. So, for example, most of them don't take bills; you have to pay with coins. So you have to take these sorts of things into consideration. Here I am once again, walking. The thing I do most around the cities is walking. The Dutch really likes their bikes, but I thought about renting a bike, but with all this wind, I just prefer walking. And well, something else you know about the Dutch, they enjoy their bikes and their bike lanes so much it sometimes even conflicts a bit with pedestrians. So there are some places in the city, for example, where you see crowds of people, of pedestrians walking on very small sidewalks, and then you have like huge bike lanes, which are sometimes somewhat empty. And because of the way people see things here, you are not allowed to walk on the bike lanes. So perhaps they should leave a bit more space for the pedestrians, not that many bike lanes. But yes, I did work many kilometers every day here in the cities. Walking is the thing I've done the most. So, this is the central station, Amsterdam Central, one of the most famously recognizable buildings of the city. And I did succeed in getting a night cruise tour. Apparently someone thought, and I